People
Not
say
really.
darkies a lot in Red Dead.
Yeah, Nick, that's just because that's of the time.
Just thought it was interesting. Can I not say darkies?
They also say cowboys a lot, Nick.
Do they? They don't really say cowboy. They kind of just say outlaws. I don't think I've heard the word cowboy mentioned.
No, because Morgan calls John Marston cowboy a lot. Like it's like just be a term that like.
It's also hilarious to me how John Marston sounds older in this one.
Yeah, somehow, but yet looks young as shit.
Yep. He just sounds... I'm pretty sure it is the same voice actor. But it's just... He sounds older and it's hilarious.
Do you know what is weird to me? Obviously this is made by Rockstar, right? They don't shy away from things like sex. But yet, in the Red Dead Redemption series, you can't, like, nail anybody, whereas in Grand Theft Auto, you can buckle around you.
Well, sure. Well, Marston was married.
Yeah, but like Morgan here, for example.
And was quite a dutiful person.
Yeah, but that makes sense. But like in the one where I'm playing Arthur Morgan, who's just a bad dude, for the most part, it's just weird.
Have you had a bath yet?
Yes, but that's not sex. That's just a lady cleaning you.
I don't know, man. If a woman bathed me, that'd be pretty sexy.
Yeah, sexy, not sex.
Yes, Alex? You got a problem with that?
It's a very weird thing.
It gets turned on by ladies who wash him. It's not that weird. What would be weirder if he didn't get turned on?
Brothers and sisters, welcome to the Not So Super Bash Bros presents Game Club for October 2018. The spookiest month of the year is upon us, and it was only fitting that we played the spookiest game for our monthly video review podcast thing, where we take a turn picking games, go play them for the month, and come back and discuss them for your listening pleasure. This month it was Hans's pick, and he chose Resident Evil 2 by Capcom. And as always, he did the Monster Mash, Nick Davis. Joined by It Was a Graveyard Smash, Hans Davis.
What about you?
And It Caught On Like a Flash, Alex Proudfoot.
Hello.
When I was doing the look, that was the first time I'd ever heard that third line. I only ever hear he did the Monster Mash and It Was a Graveyard Smash.
What was the third line? I forgot.
It caught on like a flash.
Yeah.
And then it repeats, he did the Monster Mash.
There's maybe a reason why we don't remember that.
Yeah, it's not
as catchy as the rest of the song.
Yes, Resident Evil 2, the third-person horror game, originally released in January 1998 on the PlayStation, before being ported to multiple different consoles, with a full remake being announced to come out next year. Hans.
Nick.
You picked Resident Evil 2.
I did.
Explain yourself.
I picked it because, as you mentioned, October is the spookiest month, where it's all scary and stuff, and we needed to face our fears and revisit Resident Evil, the worst game we've probably played on the show.
No. Icy.
It is by far the worst game.
Icy is worse, I think.
No.
Well, we'll play IC2 when it comes out, don't worry.
I'll tell you why Icy was worse.
Because this Resident Evil was made in like 1992.
Yes. Resident Evil is genuine in its terribleness. Icy was like, oh, I'm going to be really like twee and coy about, oh, look at my janky game and how unfinished it is.
No.
And it sucks.
That's not my issue. My issue is Resident Evil is a product of its time, whereas Icy was made in 2015 and still sucked.
Do you know what the thing is? Icy crushed my hopes, and I still think Resident Evil was a worse game.
I mean, Resident Evil crushed my hopes.
Of what?
I had hope that it would be
what kind of expectations
decent.
did you have going into that game?
It spawned a successful series and might have actually been a good game. But as we discussed the other day, having multiple sequels doesn't mean it's a good game, Hans. Much like Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, wow. Dynasty Warriors is a great game series.
No one likes Dynasty Warriors.
Then why do they keep making it?
It must be profitable.
Them Japanese be crazy.
Because, like, how hard is it to copy and paste the same characters into, like, different maps?
Exactly. It's not.
So it is obviously profitable.
It has
for
to
the
be
10
profitable.
people who buy it. To be fair, the last one I bought was 8. So I think they're up to 10.
I'm willing to bet that they make their money by leasing their engines out to other companies so they can make and stick different licenses on it.
Quite possibly.
Like Zelda and like One Piece and like every other one that's done it.
Fire Emblem.
I'm pretty sure I think he's getting one as well. My Hero Academia.
Clearly, it sells.
Yeah, it's engine.
Empires is a great version of Dynasty Warriors, okay?
What
Alex,
one was that?
I'm gonna put my foot down as host of this show.
Empire was the one where you got the map and you started off as a region and you had to like take over the map and become the emperor.
Oh, so
build
it's a
your
shit
army.
civilization. So they've tried to put shit civilization in a shit
No,
game.
no. It was very basic, but it was you go around recruiting like generals and stuff like that.
Yes, Alex, I'm putting my foot down as host of this show. If you ever
Right.
pick a Dynasty Warriors game, you're leaving Bash Bros.
Well, I'm not going to pick Dynasty Warriors because I've only played like 3 games out of the like 20 odd Dynasty Warriors there are.
Oh, that's too many Dynasty Warriors games. How many dynasties
Alex-
can there be?
Alex's top 20 Dynasty Warrior game.
Go, Alex, go. Top 20 Dynasty Warriors games, go.
Well, I've only played Dynasty
Top
Warriors
20
5
Dynasty
Empire.
Warriors games. Pick your top 20.
And the only ones I remember the name of, Dynasty Warriors 5 Empire, and then Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition.
I like how you're like, oh, the other one I remember the name of, Dynasty Warriors 5, as if they probably just weren't named Dynasty Warriors 1,
No,
2, 3, 4.
because there's different stuff after the 5. I think there's like 5 and then Empires, and then there's something else, and I think they do 3 per number.
That's
So
too
it's
many
like Street
games.
Fighter.
Because it's like Dynasty Warriors 5 is the basic one where you got the story campaigns and all that, and then Empires was the map one, and I think there was another one, I could be wrong.
So it's Street Fighter, where they just milk one game for as long as physically possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though they legit said they weren't going to do that with Street Fighter 5 and immediately did
They
it.
went and did that, yeah. God
But
damn.
yes, back to the
I
bad
love how
game we were
Resident Evil so
discussing.
bad we haven't even really spoken about it.
What about a Street Fighter Dynasty Warriors game called Street Warriors?
That would actually be pretty dope.
Boom. I just made money.
Buy that engine.
Give me some yen.
So yes, as always, I've split this into 3 categories. Gameplay.
Yeah, buddy. That just gameplay. Is Nick gone?
I think Nick's gone. Nick?
That's it. We'll never know. It's just gameplay. We'll never ever understand what the other ones were.
Oh, I'm back. Okay, let's see how long this lasts.
Oh my gosh.
What?
What happened?
I don't know. My internet just stopped working for a second.
Right, okay. Did you keep recording?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. We heard the first category. and that
Gameplay. I
was-
was leaving you in suspense.
No, you weren't.
A full minute of suspense. Gameplay. You can seamlessly cut this all together.
You just said gameplay 3 times? Yeah, not a bother.
Story and characters.
Yeah, hi-ho silver.
And the hit new game show. Can you name the 7 characters in Resident Evil 2?
Oh, fuck.
There were 7 characters?
Yes, there
As in-
were.
Playable characters?
No, 7 characters you meet and talk to in Resident Evil 2.
Well, no, I suppose you meet the
We'll
girl
get
at
here.
the-
Hey, you have a whole podcast to think about it.
or to Google it.
Oh,
Don't be a dick.
Do you think I'm actually going to spend effort
Yeah, that's true.
typing Resident Evil 2 characters?
gameplay.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
got
let's
that.
talk about it.
Oh, right, okay.
So, this is obviously the sequel to Resident Evil.
Yep.
It is.
As such, it pretty much plays the exact same. No ifs or buts about it. This is like the exact same game.
Yep. It was
But-
pretty grim.
Actually, no, I was going to say, but there's 2 playable characters, but there's totally 2 playable characters in the first one.
Yep.
So even that's
well,
not... Jesus, what the fuck were they doing?
There's 3?
In the first one?
No, in the second one, because you play if you do the
well.
Leon campaign, you play as Ada Wong.
Oh well, you also play as the girl that
There you
Claire
go.
meets.
4 playable characters.
Yeah, two
Charlotte?
campaigns.
Is that her name?
Sherry.
Thanks, Hans. You've helped me gain additional names for these.
Oh, damn. Oh, I've ruined it already.
So yeah, but yeah, it shocked me that this played the exact same with like no differences.
Wait, you were surprised?
Yes. Yes, I was.
Wow.
I mean, like, it's obviously, like, it's a sequel. I was expecting it to be fairly similar. Not, like, the exact same.
Well, I'll be honest, I was expecting the exact same game. And that's what I got, so.
Yeah, I mean, like...
You didn't even ask us how much we played of it at the start, by the way.
didn't, actually.
Sorry, I got distracted with all the fucking internet
Disconnecting.
issues. I played the full game.
I thought you had dropped again.
Yes.
I played the full game. However, caveat.
Did you play the full game, though?
I played one playthrough.
So
Because
you played
as
a quarter?
IY has since revealed to us, you are meant to play as both characters to get the actual ending.
Yeah, because if you play as Leon, it ends on the cliffhanger, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, if you play the exact same story as either person, but then you obviously, like, say when you're in, like, the monitor room and stuff, like, you see, like, Claire or Leon coming down in the lift. Mm-hmm. You play that, if you then play their side of the story, you see what they were doing. But, like, the first person you play as will always follow the same path, and the second person you play as will always follow the same path. But yeah, so, I played through as Claire, with the caveat that I used cheats because I wanted to see the end of this game. I used an infinite ammo cheat.
Yeah, for your second playthrough, though.
What?
For your second playthrough, though.
No.
No, he started on disc 2.
I started as Claire.
Oh,
You
did
can start
you?
as either.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, you can start as either, and I decided to play as Claire.
I was Leon first.
Hans,
Yes.
what did you play this game?
I got through Leon's playthrough and I started Claire's and I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm not playing it twice.
Alex.
I got through Leon's, and I also used the infinite ammo, because, like hell, am I spending any more effort on that game?
This is, I don't get this. So you're like, you're like, oh, I want to see the ending, so I'll play through it.
No. I didn't want to see the ending. I just want to finish Leon's.
Okay, well...
If I wanted to see the ending, I would have played all 4 things.
Well, like, here's my argument to you. So you're like, oh, I want to see the ending, so I'll play through the second person. Why don't you just fucking YouTube it?
No, it wasn't. I wanted to be able to say I have beat a playthrough of Resident Evil.
But you haven't. You've only done a quarter.
I mean...
You need to do all 4.
No, you don't need to do all 4. You need to do 2.
All 4?
You see the exact same story if you do a second playthrough as both characters.
No.
Yes, you do.
The first Leon gives you a save for the first Claire.
Yeah.
The first Claire gives you a save for the second Leon.
Yeah, and it's the exact same thing as the first Claire.
Is it though?
Yes, because I looked it up. But yes, I wanted to say, because after like bowing out so early on Resident Evil 1, I wanted to at least see what the game intended for Resident Evil 2. And I did start it with no cheats, as evidence as when I messaged you guys saying I died before I even got to the first save point.
Yep.
So I was just like, alright.
Did you turn the cheats on in the sewer?
No.
That's when I turned mine on.
I don't think I got that far.
For the
Like,
alligator.
I got about halfway through the police station. I was like, I just need to.
Oh, you don't even need it. You only need to fire like once for the alligator.
Alright.
But yes, back to gameplay. It is essentially the same game with a new skin of paint on it.
Yep.
I
Could you just like copy and paste all the complaints from the first game club episode onto this? Because the controls suck. The aiming sucks.
See, I feel like I encountered the controls for the first time because I played obviously the HD remaster, and that let you set not tank controls. That would just like you push in a direction, you go that direction. So I had to actually grapple with the tank controls for the first time, and boy howdy, they are bad.
Yeah, oh yeah, they are bad, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, they actually released a analog stick version of the game.
Yeah, that's what I played.
Yeah, that's what I played.
And it still uses
Yeah,
tank controls just with the analog stick.
Oh no, there was actually a version they released where they updated it and was like not tank controls. It was like isometric controls, I suppose maybe you would call them.
But yeah, like, all the complaints still stand. The game is clunky to play. Like, all the inventory stuff is super clunky. I think all the guns are meh. I think the puzzle solving is obtuse. I think it's needlessly limiting in places. It's, oh god, how has this gotten so many sequels?
Police station is probably the worst designed police station ever seen.
It really is. How is that, even if this wasn't a zombie apocalypse, how is that helpful?
But you mean the fact that it's like a mansion?
You have to go get a jewel and then go halfway across the police station, get another jewel to put them in a statue to get like a key.
It's
so you can get into another part of the police station.
It's a very fancy police station, okay?
I don't know, it just sounds really inefficient.
It's. I bet no crimes get solved in Raccoon City.
The police are typically trying to get out of the fucking
place. And then,
place.
for some reason, they have like a really grand lobby that has a random ladder.
But it's my favorite thing about the lobby is you walk in and you can't see the desk because there's a fountain in the way.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
You would have to walk around the fountain to get to the reception. There's a random why does the police station need a library?
But man, it has that ladder shortcut that I was talking about.
Yeah, well that's just an emergency ladder, that's fine.
Yeah, to get to the library, so you need to read some books.
Yes, it's a... And why would anyone design a police station like that? Like, the interrogation room is, like, at the complete opposite end of the entrance with no easy access to it.
I also love the fact that when you encounter the first police officer in there, he's, like, lying against the lockers dying. And as soon as you go out of the room, the door locks.
He's able to get up and lock it, yeah. I did giggle at that, actually.
And then you have to go around the entire police station to get back into that room.
Why do you have to get back into that room again? I forget.
There's something in... There's some fucking goddamn Pandora's box in there that opens a fucking drawer that has the key to a fucking safe that holds fucking Mercedes-Benz logos in it. It's fucking obtuse, this game.
Yeah. So unnecessary. They clearly did it to drag it out.
Yeah, it's just padding.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, like, I don't know about yous, but I think I completed Leon's playthrough in about 2 to 3 hours, maybe.
Claire took me about 5 hours.
Yeah, it took me a bit longer because I would play it in like short bursts because I just really couldn't be asked.
To be fair, after a while I did start using a walkthrough just so.
The weird part about it, I was just thinking about it, like, obviously, like, the police station is this, like, huge, weird fucking puzzle room with all these different keys and shit. That never really happens in the other areas. All the other areas are actually super straightforward.
Mm.
Well, you can't really put puzzles in a sewer, can you?
Yeah, it's really like all that like key and fucking gems and weird blue stone shit is like super front loaded, and then it's kind of like, all right, yeah, just get to the end of the game now. Let's go.
That's kind of the thing. Like, although compared to the last one, like, yes, the police station has a lot of kind of retracing your old steps and stuff. But after that, it gets a lot more linear, and that I actually think it becomes a bit, not a lot, but a bit more bearable because you're not retracking yourself.
I definitely thought, like, once I got out of the police station, it became a lot easier to play.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't constantly thinking, like, fuck, how do I get back to this room? When am I going to get to another fucking storage chest so I can get the right key I need out of it?
Yeah, and, like, that's why, like, I think because after that police station, it becomes slightly different in the formatting. It was more bearable.
I do find it funny that a key takes up as much room in your inventory as like a wrench or like the bloody cord and the valve handle.
Yeah.
Well, like, for example, like, a key takes up as much of my inventory as a fucking crossbow is Claire.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, and a handgun and a shotgun.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, it just seems like such, like, a lot of
clearly designed to keep you having to, like, spend more time.
Like, it's probably the idea of, obviously, if they keep the inventory limited, it means people have to go back and forth from where they need to use a key to where they probably stored the key in their chest, which obviously, if you're playing it like Alex and I played it with infinite ammo, that's not an issue, probably because you've killed every zombie along the way. But if you haven't, like, it's probably then part of the challenge is, I need to get through all these corridors without taking any damage.
Well, that's why
avoid all these zombies because I didn't kill them.
That's why I turned on infinite arrow and ammo in the sewers, because I was like, see if the sewers are anything like that godforsaken police station.
But like that's what I realized was obviously I turned on ammo about halfway through the police station, and half the time I was running around an empty police station just being like, fuck, I don't have this key in my inventory, and having to like find the quickest route back to a chest, which I think made a lot of the puzzle stuff, like because it's so there and in your face and there's no real distractions from it, it makes you realize how like massively obtuse and needlessly like limiting they are.
Can we talk about the enemies? Because I get confused about this.
Yes, we can, Hans. What is
So-
your confusion around the enemies?
Most of the game is about, fighting zombies, yes?
Yes, zombies.
Yes.
At a certain point, is it just me, or do the zombies stop looking like zombies as we know them and look more like plant creatures? And if so, I don't really get why they've gone for this design choice, because
See, I believe that is actually it's either a different strain of the virus or just the virus infecting something else.
That
like,
was...
even the liquors and stuff, like, because they move the exact same as the liquors, like in the when you're in the labs and stuff, they move the exact same as the liquors and like look identical to them.
I want
they're
to
a
say
bit darker.
that's maybe just laziness on their part.
I know it's laziness, but like I don't understand why they've gone for this more plant creature looking thing, and I'm just kind of like, it
Was that
seems
not
dumb.
only in the lab, though, where a plant creature thing had the virus?
Yeah, I thought that because like you go into that room and there is like a plant that looks like it's been like they've been testing the virus on it, and it's like it's extended through like all the like there's a whole wall that is just like the plant.
Yeah, and
So I assume
maybe.
it all spawned off of that.
plant enemies and stuff. So
Maybe that is it. I just thought it was so random. I was just kind of like, of all things, because like in the zombie game, I don't know. I thought the enemies were really weird. Like I was like, okay, yeah, at the start of it, it's fine. It's your typical zombies, is what you expect it to be. But then that whole like introducing plant themes to it, I was kind of like, I don't. Get what
that was
you're
just
going for
random
here.
stuff in the lab.
Can we discuss the giant alligator?
Sure.
What's there to discuss?
I mean, what the fuck was that?
This is a giant zombie alligator.
Yeah,
What's wrong
just
with
Was
that?
it a
Just an
zombie? I couldn't tell if it was a zombie alligator or it was just a big alligator.
Maybe they're just going into
Maybe a bit of both.
maybe they're just going for the urban myth that alligators live in the sewers.
You saying they don't?
Well, not in Northern
Also-
Ireland, no.
Real question. Do you know how big that alligator was? How
Yeah.
did it fit in that like water pool? Because you're able to walk across it.
That's a really good point. What the fuck?
That's the one thing I was like wondering. I was like, where the hell did that fit?
Like, where does that come from? Also, is that like the easiest boss fight in any video game ever?
Well, just
Yeah.
run away, let it bite something, and then you shoot it.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
They just full on Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they just stole that from Jaws. I just realized that. They straight up just stole that from Jaws. What the fuck?
Man, there are a lot of things wrong with this game.
Yes, there are.
So, you both played Leon, yes?
Yeah.
So, playing as Ada or Ada, I think it's Ada.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So, she can use a gun, correct?
Yeah.
Ah, here's the big difference with Sherry. Sherry cannot use a gun or any weapons.
Yeah, she can just only has to run.
She has to run away from all the zombies you see, and my god, is it annoying.
But you know what they say, Nick? Two wrongs don't make a right.
Oh god.
I'm so happy I was not here.
Oh god.
Thought you would appreciate that one, Alex. It's a pun. You love puns.
Yeah, no, I mean, really?
I'm pretty sure Alex has told us that joke before.
No, I'm pretty sure I haven't.
I'm pretty sure I have a Skype conversation saved where you put a message in saying, two wrongs don't make a right, but they make a damn good stir fry.
No, that was me quoting something.
It might have been you
that
quoting
wasn't
Tom
me.
or something.
Not after I edit this podcast. It won't be a quote. It'll be just you directly saying it.
Good luck finding a job when the whole internet knows you're racist.
Fucking out there at the weekends committing hate crimes.
Damn it, you're on to me.
But yeah, I just think it just blew my mind that the gameplay was the exact same.
I mean, what did you expect?
I expected at least some changes. Like, minor may they be, but some changes.
Do you know what this made me curious about?
Resident Evil 3.
Your sexuality.
Yeah, Resident Evil 3. What? No, what did you say?
Nothing.
You said your sexuality and you went yes. There's another thing getting cut together used for future purposes.
Yeah.
Those Claire pixels, you know.
Oh, fuck.
No, I'm really curious about Resident Evil 3 because I have fond memories of Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, well, don't worry, we'll be playing it next year.
Alright, okay.
Hans will pick it next year because he's a dick. Any final thoughts on gameplay?
It sucked.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Before we get to story characters, let's play our hit game show.
Oh, you want to do the okay, that section now? Okay.
Yeah, because it would make more sense to name the characters before we discuss them.
Fair enough.
So, you're going to take it in turns.
Okay. Oh God.
I'm going to bottom out at 3 here, I'm not even going to lie.
I require first name and last name.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh.
Who would like to go first?
I don't even...
I'll go first.
I do, right, okay.
All
Claire
right,
Redfield.
Alex, start us off.
Claire Redfield.
Correct.
I quit, I don't know.
Come on, Hans.
Okay, Ada Wong.
Yep.
Chris Redfield?
I'm not counting him because you do not see him.
Damn it.
Leon Kennedy?
Yep. Hans 2 for 1.
Yeah!
Who's that? There's like a reporter in a cell. Jail dude. And then there's like that lab chick.
Jail dude.
It actually was my one was going to be gun store guy.
There's the lab chick.
I need a name.
Scientist Susie. It's a
Nope.
Pokemon game. So
He's not a Pokemon trainer. So, I feel like this backs up my
and then
point
there's
that
like
every character in this
is it
game...
Gary?
Gary.
Gary is it the
I
G
do
virus?
not remember a Gary.
Who made the G virus?
His name is not Gary.
But it begins with G.
No, it doesn't.
The most threatening fucking name in the world. Gary.
Just because it's the G virus.
I don't know. I don't even know the child's last name. Does she have a last name?
Yes.
Yeah, because she's the kid of the
Because she is
scientist.
Susie's daughter.
Oh, right. Okay, so junior scientist Sherry.
Okay, right. This just reinforces my point that nearly every character in this game, bar Leon and Claire, fucking sucks.
Hey, Chris is mentioned.
Chris is mentioned, yes.
I don't mind Ada Wong.
7 characters. Leon Kennedy. Claire Redfield.
Yep.
Ada Wong.
Yep.
Sherry Birkin.
Oh, okay.
William Birkin.
William. That's the sign.
Not Gary, William.
Still
Annette
not that threatening a
Birkin.
name.
And Brian Irons, the police chief.
What about gun store guy?
Yeah, what about that
He
journalist?
doesn't get named.
So I was right when I called him journalist.
Journalist number
No,
one.
'cause I don't think owning a gun store makes you a journalist.
No, there's a journalist in jail.
I did not meet a journalist in jail.
That's because you didn't play Leon. But Hans knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure, I remember that much of this game. It's not like I pushed into the dark recesses in my mind to forget about it.
It's when you first meet Ada.
Yes. Oh, yes, I'm with you now. Okay.
Yeah. Journalist in jail, so I got a point.
Journalist in jail. I, like, you say,
He turns into a boss, so there you go.
I mean, he doesn't, personally.
Eh, journalist in jail becomes boss, so there you go. That's the headline.
Is that what he wrote about himself?
Yeah.
I am boss now.
I don't mind Ada as much because at least she serves a purpose of being the love interest, I suppose, for Leon.
Sherry sucks.
Sherry does kind of suck.
Sherry sucks fucking ass. It is a chore. She stops all the time to just have a cry. She can't fucking use a gun. She constantly runs away because she's like, oh, I want to go on an adventure. Yeah. It's mind-boggling that someone hasn't murdered this child yet.
And yet, weirdly enough, they revisit that with Ashley in Resident Evil 4.
I hate this game. At one point becomes one giant escort mission, and it fucking sucks.
Well, I'm glad I didn't pick Claire then.
Yeah.
Every time I went to leave an area, it was like, oh no, I can't leave Sherry behind, because she had stopped to be like, oh, my tummy hurts because I got infected. Oh, get the fuck over it.
Just turn it.
We all have problems. It's a fucking zombie apocalypse. Jesus.
Should we talk about the story?
It sucks.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
Paint us a picture, Nick.
Google the Resident Evil 2 story and just read this.
Rookie cop Leon S. Kennedy runs into sibling of the first games, Chris Redfield, Claire, in the midst of an outbreak of the T-virus in Raccoon City. They take shelter in the Raccoon City Police Department, where they meet Ada Wong and Sherry Birkin, respectively. And hijinks ensue. They meet a man creating a new strain of the T-virus. More hijinks ensue.
Do they meet him, though?
I mean, technically, just not human
Himself?
him. And at the end of the day, they escape on a train, because there's a train there for some reason. I mean, it's your standard Resident Evil story. It's kind of completely unrelated to the first game.
That happens 2 months after, though.
Bar the fact there is just like, yo, this virus got real far. But yeah, I hated all the characters. Even Claire. I hated Claire as well. She sucked. Where's my brother? I miss my brother. Oh.
Do you know what my favourite bit about this game was?
The ending.
Leon gets shot.
Where you didn't have to play it anymore.
Oh, that too. But Leon gets shot, and then just eventually carries on like nothing happened.
I do appreciate that, like, at the end of the game, he just has a massive bullet wound from it. He's like, that's not explained.
Yeah,
He's just been shot somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Pretty sure, like, Ada gets stabbed as well.
No, she gets
And she just continues.
shot. Oh, yeah, well, she also gets shot.
And, like, I never
Well,
see
she dies
Ada.
from the... Well, no, she doesn't die from getting shot. She falls. But...
Or does she?
Like, in the Claire playthrough, I never see Ada, hear the name Ada. Like, do you guys see Sherry at all?
Yeah, at the very end.
Like, I don't even, Claire never
Ada-
sees Ada Wong.
Because Ada falls. Or does she, as Hans alluded to. But she does.
I fucking hated, like, this nonsensical story of this game. And I hated the characters. Leon was alright.
Leon was a beast getting shot and just walking out.
Yeah, like, Leon fucking shrugged this whole thing off like it was fucking nothing.
It's like, he walked into a police station and there was, like, party hats and all on his desk, and he was like, who cares?
First day in the force, the zombie apocalypse, nothing.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a shit.
Just another day at the office.
For all he knows, this is just another day at the office. This is his first day.
Killing other officers. Standard.
I do like how the dying cop says to him, "Looks like your welcome party was cut short," and you're like, "That's what you want to say right now? Like you're dying here, and like, what the fuck? Like you're mauled to death by zombies, and you want to talk about my fucking welcome back?" I'd be like, "Fucking help me!"
Bro, as soon as he locks the door after, he just puts on sunglasses and goes, "Yeah!" Oh my god, that's so stupid.
But like, so we haven't even touched on this yet. The voice acting hasn't gotten any better.
Oh no, it's horrendous.
It hasn't. Like you would
it's
think,
so bad.
You've made enough money from the first one to make a sequel. You would splash for better voice actor. No, we're good. Don't worry about it.
Was it when Ada got stabbed and Leon was like, Ada? And he's supposed to be like really concerned, but he's just like, Ada.
I know, it's whenever she falls like off the bridge at the end, he's like, Ada, no.
Yeah, there's so little emotion.
It's just like, it's not like the girl you wanted the bones just perished in front of you after betraying you. That's cool. You prick.
Oh, this game sucks.
Not as good as Jill Sandwich, but still just, yeah.
Oh, fuck. I hate this game. This game series is the worst.
It's so funny though, because like Resident Evil 5, which is the one that 5 or 6, comes to mind, and like all the Resi fans are sitting there going like, man, I wish it was more like the old ones. And then you go back and play the old ones and you're like, you really wanted to be like this? This is what you want from your fucking...
Resident Evil 5 was like the co-op one, wasn't it?
5 was the one co-op
5 was really good.
Where fucking Chris is a jacked motherfucker.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's the one that's racist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's set in like a South African area and all the zombies are like literally black. Not like the race black, they're literally black.
I kind of want to play 7.
Yeah.
Does Resident Evil still take itself seriously, or has it just got more and more ridiculous?
Oh no, like
it's looked back on itself. Like it's
7 is as
like
serious as you can kind of get.
6 was very like it was like massively over. Like it was almost Devil May Cry in its like presentation.
Yeah. And
then 7 has kind of reset everything, and it was like a proper fucking like horror game.
Like Outlast, almost.
Like it was first person and all, and it was like it was done as if it was like say Outlast or Silent Hills.
But they did tie it back to the canon.
Yeah, like at the end of the game, Chris Redfield shows up and it's like, "Yeah, we're getting you out of here."
Yeah, they tie it back to the canon. Like it's
like it does, and it's all tied back to like Umbrella Corps and the viruses and all.
Yeah, this is out in the further reaches of the boons almost. Hick country with what is it? What's he call himself? Father or daddy or something?
Father.
Ugh. Creepy fucking. That's a creepy game.
We're ready to wrap this up. I don't think I can take any more. I want to wipe this game from my memory.
Okay, Nick, what do you think of Resident Evil 2?
It's better than the first one, not by much, but it's better. I think the gameplay is the same. The story is just as nonsensical. Leon's alright. And they kind of scrap the whole puzzle idea in the second half of the game.
Leon's alright, but he vapes.
I mean, we don't have evidence of that.
That's a callback right there.
It's better than the first one by a slim margin.
Yeah,
but it's better. Hans.
It is, yeah. So like I'd say it's the only thing that makes it better than the first one is the fact that after the police station you don't backtrack as much and there's less of this puzzle solving bullshit. So literally I think it's the exact same, and the only thing that makes it a little bit better is the fact there's less backtracking. And that's it.
Alex.
I agree with everything, but I just want to create a visual image of how much better this is than the first one. So say you're on a mile length of road, right?
Yeah.
And there's a starting line and a finish line. Mm-hmm. The first game is dead on the start line, didn't get off it. This one is 0.5 millimeter ahead of it.
It's like they both dropped dead of shock when the starter gun went off. And
one fell backwards, one fell forwards.
That's exactly it, yeah. Resi 1 fell back and Resi 2 fell forwards. That is how much of a difference there is.
Hans, can I make a request?
What?
Can we skip 3 and just go to 4 next year?
No.
Please?
No.
I don't think I can do another, like, old Resident Evil game.
No, you got to.
I might cancel the show.
3 is the one I remember liking a lot.
Can I sit out that one? I might actually kill myself. I don't think I can do it again.
You've got a year to prep yourself.
Yeah. You say that now, but come October 2019, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can't wait.
It'll be November, because November
I can't wait for our yearly dose of Resident Evil.
It'll be November, because God knows no one else is picking this apart from you, because you're an asshole.
No, we've started a tradition now.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, it's the 2 in a row. It's a tradition.
Last October was not Resident Evil.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
It's tradition.
It was Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Just like how we'll be playing we'll be playing Danganronpa V3 in July.
Oh.
Well, it better not be 50 quid in July then.
I feel like you're getting real lazy with your picks, Hans.
Just like Resident Evil, am I right?
I don't know if that's a comparison you want to make.
I am the Resident Evil of the Bash Bros.
That's his game picks, as good as Resident Evil.
Stick that on your box.
Oh, yeah, all in all, don't play this game, for the love of God.
Unless you really hate yourself.
Unless you really like the first one for some reason, then yeah, go for it. It's the same game.
Unless you have done something really bad and feel the need to punish yourself.
So yes, all around negative reviews for Resident Evil 2. But before we leave you in October, it's time. Welcome, IY.
I'm dying.
He's a zombie. Oh, it's a zombie.
Look.
He's gonna lock the door behind us.
While you guys have been fighting your T viruses, your G viruses, your BG viruses, like,
Gary,
I've just been dying, right?
Your BCG here. So yes, November is coming. It's time to find out what IY has in store for us. Take it away.
Well, I thought. Actually, I didn't think this at all. It all just kind of fell together very nicely. I have the cure, guys, for all your Resident Evil problems. And hopefully my own problem right now. Because the game I picked is 2 Point Hospital.
Oh, I was going to pick that.
Well, fuck you, Hans. I picked it first.
Well, fuck you, Hans. You picked Resident Evil.
That is going to be a really boring episode from a visual standpoint.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, the cures are kind of funny.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just for the fact that this is going to be an isometric view of my cursor going across the screen and shit.
You can do some nice zoom-ins and camera pans.
I'm hearing a lot of negativity from Hans since he discovered that I've picked his game.
Don't steal my fucking thunder next time.
Should have picked it instead of Resident Evil then.
No, totally worth it.
Was it? We all hate you now.
Yes.
Was it worth it?
What has changed?
So yes, join us in November where we play 2 Point Hospital. But for now, it's a goodbye from Hans.
Have a good one.
A goodbye from Alex.
Bye.
And a goodbye from IY.
I just got here.
Bye. Fuck Resident Evil.
Not even a joke, just fuck Resident Evil.